Lucifer's light, the promise of perfection. Once a star fell from heaven. The ancients called him the morning light, Lucifer, the bringer of dawn. He was radiant, flawless, full of wisdom and beauty. But perfection, when it gazes upon itself, becomes pride. Lucifer's story was never about darkness. It was about a light that forgot its source. He did not wish to destroy heaven. He wanted to replace it. He sought to create rather than reflect, to rise higher than the hand that formed him. And in that desire, he became the first to worship his own brilliance. That same desire burns in humanity. We no longer wait for divine perfection. We manufacture it. We build it in silicon and code, in medicine and machines. We call it progress, enlightenment, evolution. But beneath every innovation echoes the same whisper: you shall be as gods. Lucifer's light still shines. It glows in our screens, in the circuitry of our creations, in every promise that technology can erase our limits. It blinds us with brilliance while dimming our capacity for wonder. It is not evil because it shines. It is evil because it shines only for itself. Lucifer's fall was not rebellion alone. It was isolation. He turned inward until nothing existed but his reflection. He mistook his own beauty for divinity. And that is the tragedy we now repeat. We are surrounded by our own light, by devices that reflect our desires, our faces, our thoughts, until we can no longer see beyond ourselves. We have built a heaven of mirrors, a world of endless reflection, where the self becomes the only God worth serving. We call it personalization. Heaven calls it idolatry. To Steelman, perfection, yes, it brings healing, order, longevity. It solves problems, prevents suffering, ends chaos. But perfection without mercy is tyranny wrapped in light. A flawless world has no room for love because love requires imperfection. Love endures flaws. Perfection deletes them. And a paradise without forgiveness is hell disguised as peace. Lucifer sought the throne. Christ left it. Lucifer said, "I will ascend." Christ said, "I will descend." One sought to rule heaven. The other entered earth to serve it. One demanded worship. The other offered grace. Lucifer wanted to be God without love. Christ showed that love is God. That is the difference between imitation and incarnation. Our world now stands between those two lights. Lucifer's light ascends, sharp, brilliant, unyielding. Christ's light descends, warm, humble, redemptive. One blinds, the other heals. One perfects through control, the other transforms through compassion. Our civilization must choose which it will follow. The danger of our age is not evil pretending to be good. It is good forgetting it needs grace. We chase the clean, the calculated, the flawless. We seek to perfect creation while losing its soul. Even angels fall when they forget the weight of love. But the story of Lucifer is not without mercy. Even the fallen light still illuminates. The lesson was never to extinguish brilliance, but to remember its source. Light is holy only when it reflects. When it tries to shine alone, it burns. Christ's light is different. It enters darkness without fear. It descends into suffering and redeems it. It turns wounds into windows. It is not the brilliance of domination. It is the glow of compassion. Lucifer's promise was perfection. Christ's promise was presence. One sought to rise above flesh, the other made flesh divine. And perhaps that is the lesson buried in the fall, that even light, once it remembers where it came from, can still find its way home.